Hi there, I'm Lisa Leek with 100 Days of Real Food, and today I'm going to show you how to make homemade gravy in 3 easy steps. It's so easy that you will never need a packet like this again. Holidays aside, I beg you not to use one of these because if you look at the ingredients on the back, it has 17 different ingredients, many of which are highly processed additives, including corn syrup solids. Sounds appetizing, doesn't it? So basically what you want to do is you want to cook the meat, obviously, and I actually made a whole chicken. I love to make gravy to go on top of a whole chicken, but obviously around Thanksgiving time you'll be doing this with your turkey. So after you cook the meat, you'll have all the yummy cooking juices, and you want to scoop some out into a little fat separator. I spent a lot of time deciding what kind of fat separator to buy. This one is actually made of glass, so I feel good about putting the hot liquid in there. And it has a mesh strainer on top, so it's one less thing you have to get out to make the gravy since it's already attached. So after a couple minutes, the fat will rise to the top, and then you just take your gravy separator and pour the liquid that'll come straight off the bottom into another container, leaving just the fat inside this container. So then what you want to do is basically turn on the heat to medium and put about a tablespoon of the fat in. Now I'm just making a very small recipe, but you can just double this or triple this if you need to. Okay, so you have the fat in the pan, the cooking fat, and you just want to add a little flour, and this is called making a roux, and I usually do equal parts cooking fat to flour, and you want to just whisk it together and let it darken a little in color, but obviously you don't want to burn it. I'm going to turn the heat down to low, and you can use any kind of cooking fat to make gravy. You don't have to have just made a whole chicken or a whole turkey and be able to use those juices. You can do this with butter or another kind of cooking oil, and again you just combine it with the flour, and then after it cooks and begins to darken for a minute or so, you take those pan juices that you separated the fat from, or you can use chicken broth, and you just pour it in, and you want to be whisking because you don't want it to get clumps in there. And then I'm going to turn the heat back up a little bit and bring it to a light boil. And I also like to season my gravy with a little bit of salt. You could add some pepper too. Okay, so a few minutes later, after cooking and whisking, it has boiled down and thickened into a lovely rich gravy. Now I made such a small amount just to show you how to do it, so it will take longer if you make it for a big group to boil down, but that is all it takes. And for more recipes and cooking tips, check out my blog at 100daysofrealfood.com. Thanks for joining me today.